Hey guys, I'm wearing my jacket because it is freezing in the south right now. Like, I am cold in my house. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind the last couple of days and really showed its tonight. Not in my life. I mean, it was in my life, but not something that I did. It was me being a witness to something that really solidified, like, that I needed to talk about this. And I'm not an elder, I always tell y'all that, but I do feel like it's appropriate for me to talk about honey jars and how they work and how they don't work and things like that, because I have a pretty high success rate for endosimientos. Like 90 to 95% of achieving the petition. And of course, half the credit goes to my spirits. God bless them. We are very blessed. And I love being a vessel and working for you guys or helping you do your own stuff. Are y'all ready? I know y'all are like getting your notebooks and pens and papers out and stuff. The number one ingredient missing in your endosimiento, or your sweetening wort in English, is you being nice. I see this all the time when y'all ask me, like, oh, I did a honey jar and, you know, I put this and this and this in it and I worked it this way, and it was 3-4 months ago and it's not moving. We're still fighting, or I'm still having issues in relationships with people in my life. And so then I get to understand the situation, and a lot of times you guys are not being sweet yourselves. And I have been there, okay? I have made this mistake. I sure have. Like, I'm still spicy, like I always say, but not nearly as bad as I was. Especially when it comes to men. I'm not going to nag a man. I'm not going to try to control a grown-ass man. Especially when 90% of the time they're older than me. I'm not their mama, that's not sexy. Y'all, and I'm trying to be careful because I'm not trying to come off as a know-it-all or degrade you guys, because again, this is a mistake that I've made. So I've seen what it looks like when you're being combative and picking fights and, you know, cussing him out and nagging his ass all the time. When you also did a honey jar or endosimiento and you're wondering what the hell is going on. And realizing that you're the problem. And I've also been on the other side of it, of changing my behavior, picking my battles, and not being so mean. I'm just gonna say it. And y'all don't have to be like me. I'm not a dating expert, but I have made a lot of mistakes. So I have a lot of knowledge on what it feels like, or how things are in a certain situation, and also the opposite of it. Because to get to the opposite of the bad, I had to go through it and learn and make amends. And heal myself and, you know, fix my flaws the best I can and all of that. Like I said, I'm not going to nag, control, berate, put down, and emasculate a grown-ass man. I'm just not. If I cuss you out, that's it. That will be the last thing you ever hear from me. If he is doing something that I don't like, I'm not going to actively, physically, verbally try to change him. If my spirits and my higher self say it's okay to do some work, I will do the spell. But as far as me, the physical me, actually berating him and putting him down and, basically cutting him down to nothing, but still staying and still expecting a honey jar to work, it's not going to happen. Either leave him or put up with it. If he is doing something that bothers you that deeply that you are always fighting with him, it's either number one, you're being too mean, or number two, he doesn't give one good damn about your feelings, and he's not going to change. If he cared about losing you, he would change his infidelity, or his lack of communication, or his making excuses, or his anger issues, whatever his problems are. If he really respects the fact that it's bothering you, you will not have to say things all the time. He would fix it. And then there's also cases where y'all genuinely have a good man and you're just being mean. And then you turn around and get mad at Anaisa because you think that she's not helping you. Do y'all know, in every love situation that I went to Anaisa for, she answered? So I'll be damned if anybody talks bad about Anaisa. Like, come on. She does what it needs to do if she walks with you. And that's just an example. I mean, people will do the same thing with other sweet spirits associated with honey and sweetening. And it's really you. You're the better one. And this is not all the time. This is not me putting you guys down. I'm trying to save you guys money, time, tears, frustration, and if not for any other reason, because honey comes from bees and they vomit, you're being wasteful towards the earth. I'm just saying, like, do not do a honey jar if you're not ready to be sweet, because you're wasting your time and energy. Do a honey jar on yourself first. Sweeten up your aura and your energy. And honey jars can be very healing. They can be very, what's the word? They will put you back together again. You have to do the work, but they will bring you the people, places, opportunities, energies, circumstances that you need to heal. I mean, they can attract, there is a such thing as attracting healing into your life. Healing is a blessing, is it not? And if you do a honey jar for yourself, ideally it is to bring blessings, right? Sweeten up your relationship with yourself. Like, get sweet on the inside and then do a honey jar on your relationship. That way you also have the energetic backup of your honey jar. And if that relationship doesn't work out, you're already a little bit ahead. Because you've been healing. You have that honey jar on yourself, attracting better things into your life. Like, I know what it feels like to be overcome with rage. I get it. And there's a handful of men that I've been outraged with, and they deserved it. And it was appropriate. But there's also a few that I was a little too crazy. I was crazy. I did not physically do anything. Because that's the thing about me. I'll cuss you out, I'll hurt your feelings, and I'll leave. I'm not going to key your car or show up at your job. I'm not doing that. Or at your house unannounced. That's weird. But still, I mean, I was a little messy as hell. But then my higher self and my spirits shook me. And were like, girl, you can't be asking us for sweet things and you're turning around and being bitter and nagging him and trying to control him. I used to be that way. If a man I really liked or really loved was doing something that was bothering me, I would always try to bring it up to them appropriately the first time. I've always tried to do that. The first time I bring it up, I'm going to try to be as diplomatic as possible, as long as it's not cheating, because that will put me, even now, enraged. But everything else besides cheating and abuse, obviously, I'm going to try to talk to you about it nicely the first time. If you ignore it, and you keep doing the same thing, I would just get so angry and frustrated. And I would stay with him or keep him in my life and keep getting mad about the same thing over and over. And it drove them away. Now, one could argue that if a man is not changing his behavior, you're better off without him, right? That's a simple answer, which is true. But I will tell you, when I stopped nagging men and chasing them and trying to control the situation, it's a totally different experience. I am not nagging a grown-ass man. I am not chasing a grown-ass man. And plus, if you're chasing something, you're kind of canceling out the honey jar and the azotemento, because honey and sweet things are supposed to attract. It's like hummingbirds to flowers and all of that. Like, the honey attracts the good. It doesn't chase it. It's just there, gleaming and shiny and sweet and beautiful. And it attracts bears. Also, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Winnie the Pooh, but Winnie the Pooh is a bear. So, I love Winnie the Pooh, by the way, y'all. So much. But yeah, if you have a honey jar and you're chasing him and you're nagging him and you're just like, that is going to make him run the other way. What does a dog do when you chase after it? It runs the other way. A little tip for my dog owners out there. If your dog slips out, God forbid, do not chase it. Yell its name, make some kind of noise to get it to turn its head and run the other way. And then run back into the house, so that it's stuck on following you. Totally off topic, but I'm sure someone needs to hear that. But it's not saying that all men are dogs, but it's a similar concept. Because let me tell you, if a man is single and he is seeing you and another woman, normally it's almost always more than two, but let's just use this for example, right? Because most women will nag and beg and chase and all of that. Again, I've been there. I'm not putting y'all down. I'm trying to help you so that you don't waste as much time as I did. If if the guy is talking to two different women when he's single, and one of them is not chasing him, not nagging him, not really giving him a hard time, more so has the energy of, okay, I'm in your life, you're in mine, I like it, but if you do something that crosses the line, I'm just gonna leave you. And that's it. And most of the time, she won't have to say that. You can just tell. And then you have the other woman that is berating him, chasing him, nagging him, questioning him, all of that crazy stuff. And he can be doing wrong by her. And I'm not saying y'all don't have a reason to be upset. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a certain way to approach these situations. Because I was raised by my dad, and I have 3 brothers. Once I finally started listening to the advice that they've given me over the years, I have a pretty decent understanding of men and how they think. But again, if he has a nagging woman versus a not nagging woman, you're just going to push him into her arms. This is what I saw tonight. It doesn't mean that the non-nagging woman is going to let him slide with stuff, because the doormat will eventually become the nagging woman. She won't say shit, be bothered, stay anyway, cry at night, be on the phone with her mama, her daddy, her cousin, complaining about this man, but not saying anything to him. And then she'll just explode one day and start nagging him. But yeah, he's gonna go with the non-nagging woman. That's just like, you know what? We're having fun together. We're doing what we're doing. And if you fuck up, I'm out. There are no second chances. There are no second chances in my life, as far as dating is concerned. Because if you did something bad enough for me to cut you off, I will never be able to trust you again. Whether it's with fidelity, my emotions, my time, whatever. I'm not going to be able to trust you enough to be comfortable dating you, in a relationship with you, etc. So why bother? And I was a person who, for a long time, I would try to resurrect dead things. And always backfired. Always. If any of those second chances that I gave my ex-boyfriends worked out, and some of them I gave, no joke, like 48, when I had the self-esteem of a rock. If any of those relationships worked out, I would not be single right now. Think about that. I would be booed up, married, probably have a kid or two. If those second, third, fourth, 52nd chances worked out. And they didn't. And that's just me. I mean, there's some couples, they have an amazing story, and, everything is peaches and cream, and it works out the second time. God bless you. But, and I've gotten a lot better results also being sweet when I do my honey jar. The best that I can. If you keep trying me and trying me and trying me, I will flip out. But, I definitely try to be more positive and alert. And having those relationships, whether it's romantic, friendship, family, whatever, that are very sweet and uplifting and positive and nurturing to my emotions and my spirit, that makes it easier. Plus me taking care of myself, having those good relationships in my life, taking care of myself, those two things equal my cup is full. So when someone tries me, because I have my emotional needs fulfilled by myself and my relationships, I'm a lot slower to flip out. Because I'm full already. And it doesn't hurt as bad. Because I know I have other people, plus myself, in my life that love me and look out for me, and, you know, we go together. Peanut butter and jelly. You know? And I'm still a loner. I'm still, like, a weirdo. Which is fine. But yeah, if you're gonna do a honey jar, do your best to be sweet. And if you don't feel like you can be sweet to this man, just let it go. Leave him. Do a honey jar on yourself. Do some healing work. Get some therapy. You know, do your self-love rituals and move on. Because you're just gonna get frustrated, and I'll be damned if I hear about y'all dissing these love spirits one more time, because you want to be mean more than is appropriate. Okay, just my advice. Again, not an elder, not a teacher, just I've been there. Okay, love you. Bye.